Good evening, everybody. I am doing, I am speaking to you today, this evening, Saturday evening. Boy, my Saturday evenings have changed. I'm actually baking for an event tomorrow. I'm doing some muffins and like a banana bread and a healthy one, of course. It's healthy snacks for kids. And I'm working on my Facebook Live. And I'm probably going to go to bed soon. Yeah, Saturday nights have really changed from when I was in my 20s, that's for sure. All right, I wanted to talk to you about feelings. I was going to go more into anxious feelings just because that's kind of what I'm experiencing lately. And apparently it has something to do with the energy, the October energies, but my coach is more well versed in that side of energy. So anyways, I got confirmation that it's not just me being anxious. I do want to talk to you though about how you feel on the daily basis. Do you ever ask yourself, how am I feeling? It's funny, back in April when I started to work with my coach, he would ask me how I was feeling, and I had no idea. Like, I literally had to Google feelings because I would go into this huge story about what I thought, was going down in my body, or, I wouldn't even talk about feelings, basically. So, try it. Google feelings, and you'll come up with a huge list. It's kind of cool. I'm often asked on every call, he'll be like, two-word check-in, how are you feeling? And it's kind of cool to see. There's usually a little bit of an opposite. Like, it might be like calm and anxious, or calm and curious. Like, one's a little bit more serene, the other one's a little bit more, active. Let's go with. I can't own that though, because that's sort of his thing. So I'm just gonna let you know that he does that, not me. Anyways, I think as kids we learn what sad and happy and love and hate is, but that's kind of the extent, right? Like, we're never really taught, what frustration feels like, what anxiousness feels like, what, maybe you're feeling a little bit down, or, have a little bit of depression, whatever it is. We're never taught what those feelings are and how to deal with those feelings. I think a lot of us go outside of ourselves and, we might turn to food, we might turn to shopping or alcohol or drugs, whatever it is, we're looking for something outside of ourselves to get rid of these feelings that we don't really know what to do with. So anyways, I wanted to figure out a few ways to deal with the feelings. They're not bad, they're not right, wrong, they're not good, they just are, right? So deep breathing would be a good one. I've been doing a lot of that lately. It's the 5-7-9 breath. I don't know if you guys are familiar. So you're breathing in for 5, and then you're breathing out for 7, and then you do it, and then you're breathing in for 9. And then so like 5, 7, 9. So breathing in for 5, breathing out for 7, and then breathing in for 9. And this is a big one. So you got to go right down deep into your diaphragm. So breathing in. And we don't typically breathe from our diaphragms. We typically breathe up here. So it's good. Try doing that maybe like 5-6 times. In terms of anxiousness though, if you're feeling anxious, you can carry water around. I find that tends to help me. And sometimes an ice pack too. I don't know what it is, but the pressure right here, like on the chest, it feels really nice. So that's typically where I'd put it. Watching caffeine, if you are feeling anxious, depressed, or just not really feeling like yourself, the caffeine can affect mood. So, and it can go, obviously we use it to lift our moods, but sometimes it can go in the opposite direction, right? Meditation, I know I talked about that day one. So if you are feeling a little anxious or just in a funk, try to meditate. Changing your state, exercising is great. I talked about exercise the other day, getting outside, getting sunshine, grounding yourself on the grass, just staring, like having no sunglasses on, get the sunglasses off, and just looking at the sun. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but basically you can get nutrients, vitamin D obviously, from the sun, so looking directly into the sun. Some people will do sun gazing, and that's how they live, and that's how they get their nutrients. Like, they don't eat, they just gaze at the sun. So check it out, Google it, it's a thing. And lastly, call a friend or read a book. I'm actually reading this one, The Fifth Agreement. It's one of the newer ones. It's his son, who also is co-authored, Don Miguel Ruiz or whatever. Don Jose Ruiz is the son, and he's co-authored it. But I did want to read this one little passage, and it's sort of in alignment with the feelings. So here we go. People will come to you and tell you their personal story. Isn't that the truth? They will tell you their point of view, what they believe is truth, but you won't judge if it's truth or if it's not truth. You don't have any judgment, but you do have respect. You listen to the way other people express their symbols, knowing that whatever they say is distorted by their beliefs. You know that what they are telling you is nothing but a story, and you know that because you can feel it. Pretty cool. You just know, and I fully agree with that. Anyways, but you also know when their words come from truth, and you know without words, and that's the main point. So I really liked that passage because it was about feelings, right? Sometimes we feel intuitively that something's not right, or that something is right, so just, I want to say, clearing away the clutter and honing in on that intuition and that feeling can do wonders, I think. But it's just a matter of getting to that point of recognizing when your intuition is on point and you're in alignment. So sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get the intuition into alignment. So my 2 cents. All right, that's a wrap on anxious feelings. Hope you're feeling great tonight and you have amazing sleep. And tomorrow, I promise, I'm gonna be on this again. Tomorrow, I'll be here with day 12. Okay, have a good snooze. Bye.